It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
21 yards.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Rolling to his right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. On third down, Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 36 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The 30. Past the 20.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The extra point.
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7. Just in time.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now he'll tuck it and run. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. First down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Henry with the carry for Carolina. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard gain on
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
A gain of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was taken down at the
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 22, Bridgewater, and Anderson's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. from 10 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Ravens 7. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This will be caught by Brown. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
3-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
24-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
14. Justin Tucker.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a Panther first down.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
For Carolina.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
Very nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens have broken the tie.
His kick is
and he's able to put it through.
That's the score. Ravens 21, Panthers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the... And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The 24-yard line.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Oh, we got plenty
10.
of fight, baby.
Touchdown, Carolina. Hey, that right there, that's how you flip the script. The field goal would have made this a 2-score game. Instead, the extra point now would tie us up.
And you know what you have to guard against? Pointing fingers at each other now. Instead of being in control in this game, now you've got a battle on your hands. It's almost like having to start over.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21.
Joey Slide.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Man open left side is Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 74 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point safely through. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Forced out to his left. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they will watch this one.